Hey, host team. I know it's not Thursday, but I have something that I want to share with you. It's very, very personal. I know that many of you have caught on that something is going on with me, and many of you have sent me messages just to let me know that you're praying for me, even though you don't know what it is. And for that, I just want to tell you thank you. But I think the time has come that I probably need to share with you what's going on in my life. Um, we all have seasons in our life that we go through, seasons of marital strife or seasons of raising kids and trying to balance the chaos, seasons of rebellious teenagers, seasons that we just go through. But what I have found myself in is not so much a season, but as a change of life. So I want to share this with you, and I want to tell you first why I did not say anything to you before. And that's because, first of all, I needed to work it out on my own. Having the position that I have, sometimes I can be in a fishbowl. And the second reason is because I wanted to make sure that I was honoring God, and I needed to make sure that I could still lead you well while doing that. And also, I just want to make sure that first things are first. And when we are here on the weekend, it is about leading people to a life-changing connection with Jesus Christ. It is about leading them to become fully devoted followers. And I did not want to take any of the spotlight off of what God is doing here and put it on me. And that's why I'm telling you on a Tuesday, a random Tuesday. So I don't want to talk about it on the weekend. If you want to give me a hug and tell me that you love me and that you're praying for me, I will well accept that. I will, and it will be treasured in my heart. However, I don't want to download. I don't want to talk about it. I want Christ to be the center thing this weekend and every weekend following. So this is what is going on. Many of you, if you've been on the team for quite some time, back in July, you know that I took off a week or two because there was something going on. It was not a vacation. I wish it was. It was the first week of at the movies during Build Week, actually, the end of Build Week. I found some things out that were going on in my marriage that were quite devastating. And there was some extramarital things happening, and I tried to mend it. I tried to fix it. I sought God as hard as I possibly could. I did everything I could in my power, and to no avail at this time. So at this point, I am now in the process of a divorce. It is a very amicable divorce. There's no condescension or anger because there is forgiveness where there is God. That doesn't mean he's getting away with anything, but it does mean that he just wants to make peace with what happened. And before you start sending me scriptures and everything on forgiveness and all that, please know that from the bottom of my heart, I love that man and I have forgiven him 1,000 times over. And just because I have chosen that it is time to end this portion of our marriage does not mean that I have not forgiven, because I have, and I am clear with that, with God. But this is where we land at this point. I don't know if you remember, but I think it was back in February or March. He led all 7 huddles, and he talked about spiritual warfare and about how the enemy gets in your mind and how he can just mess with your life and how we have to fight against it. What you need to know is that even those of us who know that, we still fall. We still fall. And that right there is what Barrett is dealing with. It is nothing of this earth. It is the enemy that has decided to attack him, and he has fallen victim to it. He's allowed it. So in that regard, I guess he's not a victim. He's believing the lies. So this is where we're at. I know your heart, and all of you are going to want to say, hey, what can I do? How can I pray? This is how you can pray. Pray for my husband. Just pray for his heart. Pray that his eyes will be opened and that God will just humble him in his great and awesome love. And then the next thing you can do is just pray for me, that my eyes will stay ever glued to Jesus, the author and the perfecter of my faith. That I can lead you well, that I can lead my children well, and that I can just do what it is that God has called me to do, the reason he brought me to Oklahoma. So I thank you guys, and I try to be as honest with you as I can without totally defaming my husband, because honestly, he is a Christ follower. He loves Jesus. He really, really does. This is just part of the war. It's part of the war. And I pray that divorce is not the end of it all. I pray that God redeems it. That is my prayer, that God will redeem our marriage. So, guys, I just want to tell you that I love you, and I thank you so much for your love and support for me. And now I want to tell you, I put a box in the cafe so that you could talk to me and tell me your prayer requests. And I think in the last 3 weeks since I talked about the box, I've gotten probably 4 prayer requests. So, hey, guys, I just asked you to pray for me. Now let me pray for you. What you got? All right, guys, I will talk to you later. I love you. And please do not make this something of gossip. Please honor God and honor me with how you talk about this or think about this. Let God be the first and foremost priority in this situation, because that's what I'm doing. All right, guys, I love you, and I will see you this weekend. Bye.